Alright, what is going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all having a great day. This is going to be episode 1 of our off-season discussion video content. Now, if you didn't see my community post the other day, long story short, my camera kind of took a shit on me. But I have the replacement in, we're all good to go now. And with that said, I want to kind of establish a set schedule going forward. I'm thinking every Monday night I'm going to drop one of these discussion videos. Also, any breaking news, that'll of course be covered the day of. Along with the highlight montages, I intend on doing those at least two to three of them per week. So keep that in mind. That's what you guys can expect going forward. Now for today's video, as you can see by the title, I want to discuss the possibility of the Yankees bringing back Didi Gregorius. Now, I already know this is going to be a polarizing topic. I'm sure 50% of you guys are going to be all about it. I know there's a lot of Didi Gregorius lovers out there. The other half, not so much. I kind of fall somewhere in the middle. I am certainly not a Didi stan by any means, but at the same time, I am not a hater, and there are some reasons I'd be for bringing him back. Now, before we get into those reasons, if you're not already a subscriber here on YouTube, please be sure to do so. This is the #1 channel on the platform for Yankees content, and also go ahead and follow Yankees Avenue on all social media platforms, especially with the offseason coming up. You guys don't want to miss a thing. We got you covered on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I'm going to start posting on Twitter more as well. So yeah, with that all out of the way, let's get into the video. So last offseason, the Yankees' priority was Gerrit Cole and Gerrit Cole only. They really didn't have time or didn't care to spend money on anything else. That led to Didi Gregorius in December leaving for the Philadelphia Phillies on a 1-year, $14 million deal. And right after having a down year following a Tommy John surgery, he actually had a pretty damn good year in the 60-game season. Over the 60 games, which he played in all of them, he hit an .827 OPS, hit 10 homers, 40 RBIs, had a 116 weighted runs created plus. So he was 16% better than a league average offensive player. All in all, a nice bounce back year for Didi Gregorius, especially on a deal that he was looking to rebuild his value, which he clearly did. So with that said, that's why I want to discuss this. Should the Yankees bring back Didi Gregorius? Now, there's basically 2 reasons why I would be for this. The first one being Gleyber Torres. Gleyber, I love him. Offensively, he has the potential to be in Monument Park one day. Number 25, I very well could see that being retired. But defensively, at least at shortstop, he did not look too competent really whatsoever this past year. Not only was he not making some routine plays, there was a lot of mental mistakes as well. Now, sure, he can make a flashy play here and there. That's all well and good. But when it comes to the shortstop position, what I care about the most is reliability. And that's why I get so fed up with hearing these arguments about Derek Jeter being a bad defensive shortstop. Sure, he didn't have all the range in the world. I know he has like a career negative 100-something defensive runs saved. But when a ground ball was hit to Derek Jeter, you knew, or you at least felt confident he was going to make that play. I don't really feel too confident, at least right now, with Gleyber Torres at shortstop. When a ball is hit to him, I'm not sure if he's going to bobble it, making a little mental mistake, make a bad throw, whatever it is. I don't feel that confident with him at shortstop. Now, granted, he is just 23. I know a lot of players aren't even in the league at that age, but I'm not going to put lipstick on a pig. It's an issue. Shortstop, that is a position that you want to have good defense at. Didi, I never felt uncomfortable or not confident when a ball was hit his way. I've said a lot of things about Didi. I've been on his case in years past. When it comes to his defense, yeah, he wasn't the most flashy or the greatest shortstop in the world, but I still felt confident and secure with him as our shortstop. Gleyber, not so much. So that would be my main reason for possibly being open to bringing Didi back. The second reason would be, and maybe this is even more of an issue, is that the Yankees lineup is so right-handed heavy that it's ridiculous. And that is an issue, guys. Very rarely do you see a team win the World Series that their lineup is so loaded on one side of the plate. Didi, of course, being left-handed, that would help that issue. And we've seen Didi perform in a Yankee uniform. He had a couple really good years for the Yankees. 2017 and 2018, he posted back-to-back 4+ WAR seasons. He became the first Yankee shortstop in history to hit back-to-back 20-homer seasons, back-to-back actually. And now we know he's officially recovered from Tommy John surgery. Yeah, he had a bad year in 2019. He had like a weighted runs created plus of like 83 and on base of 275. But I showed you guys the stats. In 2020, he was 16% better than a league average player offensively. I am more than comfortable with putting Didi in this lineup. Finances aside, I think he may want a multi-year deal. That might be an issue. But speaking of issues, this will be the main issue. And this isn't just referring to Didi, this is just in general, because the Yankees, yeah, they need a left-handed bat, preferably two. They only have Aaron Hicks out in center field. Besides him, everybody else is right-handed. They got to get a guy that's left-handed. But who is getting moved to open that void up for a left-handed bat? I mean, go around the diamond. At catcher, it's either going to be Gary or Kyle Higashioka. You could say go sign REUNITE. He's right-handed as well, so that's not an option. First base, Luke Voit, he's right-handed. You re-sign DJ at second base, he's right-handed. Shortstop, Gleyber, he's right-handed. Third base, Gio, he's right-handed. Judge, Stanton, they're all right-handed. And of any of those guys that I named, who is getting moved? Because I genuinely believe somebody has to. Now, you guys are going to kill me for this, or maybe not, because I'm not even saying it's what I want to do. But I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. It has been a topic of discussion, or at least slightly, that should the Yankees move Luke Voit? Now, I know that sounds absolutely crazy, and I'm not saying I'm for it, but I'm not necessarily against it. I think somebody has to get moved, and if DJ's getting re-signed, let's just say Voit gets traded, okay? And you're going to get a nice little haul for him. I mean, he led the league in home runs, and he's a damn good first baseman, one of the better first basemen in baseball. We know that now. You re-sign DJ, he can play first base. You slide Gleyber over to second. Shortstop, there's now an opening, and whether you want to re-sign Didi, a left-handed bat, put him in there, maybe make a trade for Francisco Lindor, that's been thrown out there as well. Bottom line is the Yankees got to figure out some way to change things up and get a left-handed bat or two in this lineup, because Stanton, he's locked up at DH. He is not going anywhere. In left field, we have Clint Frazier. I'm hoping he's not going anywhere, but maybe he will. I'm not sure. Michael Brantley's a free agent. Is that a possibility? You guys tell me. So yeah, that's the main issue, and I think I'm going to make a whole separate video, probably centered around should the Yankees consider trading Luke Voit. That's not necessarily my opinion just yet. Don't come at me. Come at me in a week or two when I make that video. But yeah, just to sum all of this up, and there's one more thing I want to show you guys before I get out of here. To sum this up, the two reasons that I am open to getting Didi Gregorius back is one, Gleyber Torres' defense, and two, the Yankees' lack of left-handed bats. Both are serious issues that one way or another need to get resolved. The final thing I want to show you guys before I get out of here is Didi Gregorius was actually recently on WFAN, the sports radio network, and he was asked by Moose and Maggie, would you be open to coming back to the Yankees? And his response is rather interesting. He said he doesn't think they would want him back in New York. Here's a clip.
With the struggles of Gleyber Torres, would you be open to the idea of a return to New York?
If I would be open?
Yes.
I don't think they will want me back in New York, to be honest, right now.
Why?
So I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest, to that question.
Why don't you think they'd want you back?
Do what?
Why don't you think they'd want you back?
I think Gleyber is the future shortstop. I mean, it's just 1 year. I mean, to my understanding, he was hurt too, like some of it. So, like, once you get hurt, it gets like a setback on everything. So, I mean, if he gets like next year and he's fully prepared, he's ready to go, I think everything should work smoothly, and then he will be fine.
So yeah, you guys just heard him say he doesn't think the Yankees would want him back in New York. Now, that was largely centered around Gleyber Torres, and props to Didi for defending Gleyber, saying he may have been hurt. It was just 1 year, shortened season, for why he had defensive struggles. But regardless, whatever it is, either Gleyber has to fix his issues at shortstop, and he really does have to fix it if he intends on being the shortstop long term, or the Yankees got to figure it out elsewhere and move him to second base and take the avenue of either signing Didi, trading for Lindor. I don't know. But I need you guys now to let me know what you think. Do you believe the Yankees should re-sign Didi Gregorius, or do you think that's not a good idea? Do you think his time has passed, or whatever? Let me know down in the comment section below. And once again, subscribe if you are new, and also go ahead and follow Yankees Avenue on all social media platforms. It's going to be a big offseason, or at least so I hope. It's at least going to be big content-wise. So yeah, I think that's all I got to say for right now. I will see you guys next time. Let's go Yankees.
Her body's gold like September. She burns through the night like an ember. And all those things we try forgetting, I remember. But we say we all fine, we all fine. Sunny day dreams and we up now. Vodka lemonade, I serve it up, it goes down. 75 degrees in a dope sound.